2, 1. What up, guys? How you feeling tonight?
Good.
Feeling good.
Thanks
Great.
for making it through, you guys. Shit. Honestly, this is a special occasion. I don't really hang out with both y'all at the same damn time. But tonight we made it possible. Mm-hmm. Thank God for the grape juice, for the dense grape juice. Mm-hmm. What you got going on today, Yacobucci?
Just vibes. Today's, all about vibes.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we always fuck with those.
On the real, just grinding. Just another day. Just another day in LA.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people see or expect certain things that you'd probably be doing during the day, but can you kind of break it down for us, like on a general? I mean, what you said would probably be like, oh, rapper lifestyle, there's probably girls and cars all around me and shit.
Break down the what exactly?
So what did you work on today specifically? Was it music related or was it?
I mean, today, I basically just focused on, every day is pretty much music related, but, I just focused on.
What side of it, yeah?
I focused on promoting my new song that just dropped today.
Oh, shit.
So, I feel like it's been very repetitive with my promotion tactics, so I've been just, trying to find new ways to get it out there and get people interested in it. And so, yeah, I've been just doing that. I went to the studio, filmed a music video.
Sick.
Part of it.
Oh, part of a new one?
Part of a new one, yeah.
Oh, shit. Different from... Can we talk about that one? Can we talk about
we can talk about it.
Different from the one on Monday?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, this man is working.
I've
the king of work. Working.
I filmed, I think 3, like in the matter of like a week and a half, maybe like 3 music videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, been busy. A lot of visuals out there.
I feel that
soon.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Damn. The first one looked fun the beginning of this week. The one on
Monday. Yeah. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for my song Dreams that is out, everybody, if you haven't listened, you should go listen. But the visuals will be out. Hopefully, I think we're planning on December. Mm-hmm. Shooting for December. But yeah, it was a great shoot. Shout out to Clifton. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Roller Coaster and Rubes because she was there skating in the background. It was crazy, but it was so good, and it was just so humbling, to be around people that I love, from like the guy who directed it, has been in my life my whole life, and then my best friend was in it. He was my right-hand guy in the video, so it just was really good.
Damn, that's what's up, man. I feel like definitely my right-hand guy right here has definitely been a part of huge moments in my life.
Yeah.
Ooh. Damn. But no. What's up, Charles? What did you have going on today?
What's up, Luis? Today I went to the studio, the design studio, and I also picked up some. I went to my leather guy, does a studio specifically just leather craftsman, and designed these keychains, and so he was helping me develop those, and then I picked up the production of it.
Yeah.
And then I ended up here.
Just for the few people that don't know what you do, what is it that because you mentioned leather, so I feel like that kind of threw people off, like, huh? What does this man do for a living?
I definitely am a designer of many different materials. I like to focus on clothing, graphics. Leather, I would say, is more of a hobby, and it's more of just a personal thing.
Gotcha. So you're saying leather is a whole world in itself?
Yeah, so it's a whole beast. Just it's a different type of vocabulary, different material because it's skin. It used to be a living thing, and
that's very true.
It's crazy.
Used to be a human.
I mean, in certain places, but Yeah, mainly it's out of cowhide, which is like it would be a byproduct of the meat industry. So as long as people are eating meat, there's always going to be leather, and so you need to do something with the leather.
Damn. That makes me wonder, have you ever worked with like snake or anything odd like that, like out of the...
I have, yeah. So I've worked with, so snake skin is actually extremely thin. Usually they would make, like, it would actually be like cow leather, and then they put snake skin on top of it.
I mean, it's kind of like paper mache, right? Like pretty
Almost.
much, like it's like that. It's
pretty much, yeah.
That fragile, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and so since snake is not as large as other animals,
Right.
it takes a lot more to make certain things with snake.
Is it more expensive, I'm assuming? Like,
yeah, it depends. It also depends on the snake. So, just like how depending on the quality of the chemicals they use to make it and treat it. I've used stingray. I've used like sheep. I've used like the actual fur.
Wait, you use sheep skin?
Yeah, like one time I made a pillow for my girlfriend at the time, but I made a pillow out of like actual sheep fur.
Oh, the fur.
But it's attached to the actual skin.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but it's not like bloody at all. Shit. It's all clean.
Damn.
Well, I know.
Shout out sheep pillows.
I know, like a lot of people, like especially like native people, will use every part of an animal to I guess praise its life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like basically, if you're gonna kill this animal, you're gonna eat it. You're gonna use it for clothes. Like you're gonna use every part of it so nothing is wasted.
Out of respect.
Out of respect, yeah.
I fuck with that.
I was like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of controversial, especially with like PC, like politically correctness today in terms of like animal cruelty. But my perspective on that is if you're using the entire animal for everything you can, then I mean you're doing.
I think it's a like people who live in the city, the mindset is different than people who live out in where these animals roam essentially. So like it's like we get our food delivered and we're able to pick and choose what we want to eat, but then some people like they live their whole lives on just surviving off the land, and I think that's literally the primal way of living in a way, like
for sure,
with your resources. And so what I do though is I will sustainably search for the materials that I use. And so say as an example, for someone who is a boot maker, they'll go directly to a tannery and purchase the hides from them, which the tannery purchases raw hides from, like cow farmers and things like that.
Yeah. After,
slaughtering. But I basically get it from a third party source between the like tannery. They basically will sell the undesirable hides, which could have like nicks in it or different types of scratches just from natural the cow moving around. Yeah. And so it's because it's skin. And so I basically would take what the tanneries are basically throwing away and will find the pieces that I like out of that. And so it's finding almost like a home for my own creations. So I feel like it's, in a sense, it's almost like recycling material that would have been just either collecting dust or thrown away.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
That's cool though.
On that note, Yacobucci, like where do you get your merch done and stuff, like your stuff that you release? Do you go to one person or is it kind of just like change over time?
I actually always go to Parker Everard. So this is my boy in Florida. He was this a childhood friend, and he just has his own brand. It's called Apes, and so he would always promote his stuff on Instagram and stuff, and I would just hit him up and just be like, yo, like I want to start doing merch, and I want to start putting my designs out there and stuff like that. And I also wanted a designer's perspective on like what kind of merch I wanted to make and like what designs like I wanted to do. but he kind of just helped me, put what I had in my head onto the clothes and stuff, and like, knew how to do that. And he would do everything out of his garage.
Is he the one that made that logo right there? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. This is actually
the OG logo. What? Wait, what?
We're serious.
No, I'm sorry. No, so I'm on live right now. My friend's being a dumbass. Anyways,
no, that's what's up. Shout out Instagram Live.
Yeah, shout out Instagram
friends.
Live. Richie,
Shout out
you're
friends.
a fool. Anyways,
shout out Live.
Friends are always there to embarrass you, no matter the occasion.
Anyways, I was so yeah, we put some designs onto the computer. We would just text back and forth for days on days, just about new designs, or I want the font this big, or I want the font like this size, or this like design. But I'm just so picky, like when it comes to that stuff, so if like one thing is off, then I'm just gonna be like, I might come off, I'm not gonna come off as a dick, but like I'll be like, hey, like, it really needs to be like this, like I really need it to be this way, because it's just like what I have in my head, and like I really want to see that, especially when I'm making and recording music. It's the same way. It's like I want to like record it until I know this is what I want. But so the merch, like after we dropped a few shirts, we started doing hoodies, like this one, and I'm wearing the Yacobucci hoodie with the Y logo on front and the Yacobucci on the back for those listeners listening.
That are only listening, right? Yeah.
You can go to yacobuccimusic.com and get yours today.
Today.
When?
Today. I think
right
I said
now.
today. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I have to reapply for the website name.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
So when he goes on the website, it just says unavailable.
Yeah. So give me a few paychecks so I can do that.
Yo, how often does that reset? Like, is that like a once a year thing?
It's monthly. You can either do depending on the website, it's usually monthly, or you can do a one whole yearly payment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, Yacobuccimusic.com is where I sell all my merch though, and I had an amazing merch drop back in Ohio where I'm from, and I have so much support back home, and I was surprised how many people really showed out and came and bought my merch, and I don't know, just felt good. You know?
Would you say that there was like a difference in terms of hometown support before you moved out here? So like when you were still out there?
I mean, it was like I had support, but when I came out here, it was like I felt like people really started to take me serious because, I'm always this goofy kid, always everything.
Oh, we know. We know too well. Man.
Everything I say mostly is just full of shit. So
absolutely.
I feel like
we agree.
When it comes to music, that's, where I don't mess around. And I think people started to realize that once I came to LA by myself, and they could see how bad I wanted it.
Yeah.
And that just made them fall in love with my music even more, I think.
Yeah. How about you, Charles? Like I don't know if I've ever like asked you that specifically. Like how do you feel like, I mean, you're born and raised in LA. Generally speaking, I would assume, or from what I've heard, is that like people from your hometown generally aren't as supportive to your craft, whatever that is, whether it's music, designing.
Yeah, I think to speak on like being a native in LA, I feel like there's it's common for people to like go out the box
and feel that love outside the box. I feel.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like that's a common theme.
Specifically with LA, it's like there's that entertainment. We're the entertainment capital of the country, so I think that would happen depending on the situation of where that person either went to school or, just who they're surrounded by. The interesting part is Los Angeles natives being born here, not knowing the opportunity that is surrounding them. And so majority of people who are from here it's generally a tourist type of city. So transplants are just kind of make LA happen. There it runs. So I would consider it's like it's kind of a switch that natives has to have. It has to click with what they want to do, because the stars will naturally align since they already have the advantage of being here.
Mm-hmm.
And people who aren't from here already come hungry with the drive to succeed. So it's like already having that advantage of being in this area, knowing the streets, knowing the people, and just, you know, your neighbor might be the person that works at this company that could have got you this one thing, you know?
100%.
Why is it like that? Like why do people come to LA, you know, they have all this drive like me, you know, but like you have that drive, but I'm saying, but you also were saying that, you know, a lot of people that live in LA, like they don't have that because they just grew up around it. Like,
I want to say not for everyone, obviously, but I feel like it's a level of being jaded to it, you know, like you're surrounded by it. I mean, the best example I can give you is like wherever you grew up, like, so people who are from New York live right next to MSG, you know, so like to them it's like, dude, I walked by this, you know, from my work, from my job down at Chipotle or like Quiznos or whatever, so it's
normal.
like it's regular, you know what I mean?
Just a regular thing.
But like someone who's not from there, like literally dreams of like even walking in front of, like, can I just see it, you know what I mean? Like I just want to see it.
Bro, that's you get that from my song?
No,
Oh.
no. I'm saying, well, like, cause
remember
like
my song Dreams? No, like how I rap about. I'm like, that was literally me in New York, like in Brooklyn, like, you know, in Manhattan. When I would walk by MSG, I would literally set down my speaker, start rapping, and I would look up and be like, I'm gonna see Yacobucci on this sign one day.
Yeah,
like,
100%. No, I mean, I didn't. Well, I'm saying that's just like the general. I mean, I guess like, you know, I'm getting at like people wherever they're from, especially like if you're born in LA or born in New York or born in like in a place like that, it's hard for those people to actually recognize.
Yeah. What I was gonna get at is like you know, based off commercials and, you know, videos and just literally things that were spoon fed to you on the idea of what Madison Square Garden would be like. That's what you needed in order to like achieve those goals eventually,
for sure.
you know?
For sure.
But when it comes to like being in an area that you like, you know, film stylists, photography, all that stuff is done here. We can see the back behind the scenes and know that it's all just manufactured and fake.
Yeah.
So it's
I get that for sure.
That 100% I think is also like would throw a lot of people off. It also kind of goes into like the pockets of LA that you're from.
Yeah.
I'll just speak for like from personal experience, like the people around me in my area, like they'll look at people who are trying to do something like in terms of performing arts, whatever that may be, whether that's like live instruments or music, recording, whatever, as like soft or like going, there's that term, right? Going Hollywood. Like, oh, you went Hollywood on us. Like, it's like as if you like are trying to pursue something bigger than where you're from. Like, and I mean, and that's the thing is that like when you say, well, I'm just trying to like do something bigger than where I'm from. Like, but bro, you're from LA. What do you mean bigger than where you're from? It's like people always like downplay that. And I'm only speaking from like my perspective. I mean, I'm talking about like the people in the area around me. And even like pursuing a higher education, it's like, yo, who do you think you're trying to, you know, who do you think you are? And I feel like that's like a common theme. Yeah. Depending on the pocket you're from, it's not everywhere. I'm just saying like just depending on what.
Which is weird because I feel like when I came to LA, it was like I felt home because there was nobody saying that to me anymore. You know.
Yeah.
I was just like, I can be whoever I want because no one knows me. I don't know where the fuck I am. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think that comes with like any fresh beginning, right?
I think, going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when I was living in Portland, it was like, I can just do whatever I want. Like, I can dress like what, you know, just, I can dress up more, I can dress down. Like, I don't have to
I can talk different.
People are gonna stare regardless of like whatever you're wearing, how you look. Like if you look like a fish out of water, you know, compared to the surroundings you're in, it's like, what's gonna happen?
True.
For sure.
I used to wear red more in Portland, like red and blue more in Portland than I do in LA, and that's just because I grew up not being told to wear red and blue.
Red and blue, dude. That's what I'm getting at. Is that like there's certain like little like
crazy.
you can't wear this hat because that means you're from this section of LA. Like
I literally joke about that shit all the time, and I'm like, oh shit.
It's a
I see someone in red, and I'm like, oh, what's up, blood? Like, you know what I mean? For all of you listeners, I am not in a gang.
Man. That's. I mean, look at what we're doing. I'm not. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Crazy. What?
Life is bigger than that. But on to a different topic. Yo, say what's on your mind, Yacobucci.
Shit.
What are you repping?
I'm repping Stowe, Ohio, coming at you live and direct from. Fuck.
Yo, Stowe's a nice place, man.
I just want to say,
Stowe's a nice place.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, whatever.
No, man, I recently was there.
It's cool.
It's a nice, I mean, it's a cute little place. Like it's not as.
No, I like it.
As I don't know.
Never been.
Never will.
Never. I mean,
No, I'll treat you one night to go.
What is it? What? One night.
Oh shit! I forgot we're still recording.
Hey, yo.
No, but that was a cool little spot that I experienced my first white Christmas. So that was cool. Obviously, living in LA.
Did you mean that because it's like
what?
I didn't know. I don't know which way you meant that.
No, because in LA it doesn't snow.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about white people. I was like, I guess there is a lot of white people in Stowe.
But that's everywhere.
There's a lot of white people
everywhere in America.
There do be a lot of white people though.
Yeah, no, it was cool. It was cool. Like, definitely felt like I was in a movie. But I guess that goes for anywhere that snows. I could have been anywhere. I was also in Wisconsin not too long ago. At a lake. It's just like different, bro. There's just such different things out there on the. I mean, not to say that there's close things like that here too, like in Arizona and stuff. Mm-hmm. But for me, that was my first time. I had my first lake day in Wisconsin. Have you done? I'm sure you've done like lake days. That's just regular to you,
lake
right?
days. I do lake days all the time. Lake, I know.
Lake
days. No, lake days are so much better than beach days.
LAKE. They call them lake days.
Lake days.
Hey, you can quote me on this. Lake days are better than beach days.
Facts.
Because it's just dead silent.
And I'm a beach boy.
It's peaceful, but it's also, you don't have salt water. Like, it's just nice. Like, there's just grass everywhere. Like, I don't know.
That was probably the worst description he could have given. But no, I mean, I think it's just
salt and
lake days are
yeah, those are the two top-notch things ever.
Lake days are amazing.
No, I mean, I think it's like the matter of like a lot of people are on their individual boats on a lake passing by each other, and everyone's in my experience, everyone's very friendly.
And everyone's vibing.
Mm-hmm. And everyone's just
drinking,
chilling.
Wakeboarding. Like
that, like
tubing.
Yeah.
You don't see that shit in the ocean.
You do, but it's just like
but it's scary. As fuck.
That and like
just because there's constant waves.
Yeah, that's the constant waves.
There's constant sharks.
Nah. There's barely any sharks.
No,
there's barely any sharks.
Dude, you have no idea. When I'm in the ocean, when I jump off the boat into the water, I swim so fast back to the boat.
So you've never seen a shark?
Oh, I've never seen a shark because I never want to see one.
It's just a fear you've had over movies and stuff, right?
Well, no, I've seen a shark, but I've never seen like, ones like swimming with me.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's barely any like sharks.
Watch you say that,
you know what I mean?
And then I get in a shark attack.
No, for real though.
Knock on wood.
Like it's like maybe like 80 people a year die like worldwide from sharks. I don't know the exact specific
We don't know the
number,
exact
but
number. We could
it's
look
super
it up.
low.
It's low, and the chances aren't high of that happening to you.
It's just yeah, but no movies for sure. Just like when I go,
But even that's
like-
that's what I'm saying. Like you see how dramatized movies can
Yeah.
make things,
but
and then
just
like
like
it kind of like
exactly. But we love the shit when we're watching it, but then after we're like, fuck.
wow, like yeah.
Like that's why most people when they go into, I don't know if this is most people, but me when I go into a pitch black basement, I run so fast up those stairs when I'm done. Like I don't know what's about to grab my ankles.
You
and pull
like
me back
double
down.
step and triple step.
Yes, I hop up those stairs.
High knees, just like
Yeah, I never
knees
work
to
out
your-
except for
it's
that
like-
time.
I
Yeah.
know something is looking at me and ready to grab me.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree.
It's just
Have you seen those TikToks where it's like someone in all black will be chasing the person after they turn the light off in a room?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
And
yeah, or like they
it's a-
turn it on and like it just like hides, or like it
Yeah,
just goes out of
yeah,
it. Yeah,
it's scary.
I mean
It's funny
it's funny.
because
Yeah,
it's like basically what's in your mind,
Coming to
a
life.
physical interpretation. Yeah.
So scary.
yo, what's up with this cold weather in LA, man? People really
Dude.
be wilding out for it, huh?
I love it.
I really enjoy it too, but I wasn't prepared for it. Like I went to work the other day and I was like, what the I didn't wear a jacket. It's cold.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
was
for
like,
sure.
I didn't know LA could be like this.
I think, I mean, especially you coming from Stowe, like you're definitely used to it being way colder than this, right?
I mean, for sure, yeah.
I think it's a matter of getting used to it. I feel like a lot of people talk down on Angelinos being weak in terms of weather,
What's Angelinos?
like people from LA, or if you live in
Like
LA.
Los Angeles.
Oh, Angelinos.
Angelinos, yeah,
I
that's
like
it.
that.
Oh, you didn't know that was
I
what it's
wouldn't.
called?
I would never say that to myself, but
I would have never called myself that, but that's
Yeah.
like on LA Times, you'll literally read Angelinos feel this about blah blah blah. Like that's what it's
written
called.
by someone who's probably not from here.
Because there's barely fucking people that live here that are from here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And that's another thing. I've met so many people recently who it's their first time and it's like they're like, "Oh, you're the first person I've met from LA." I'm like, "Yo,
Like,
this
dude,
is
that party we went to the other night.
that's exactly what I'm
They look
referring
at you
to.
like
But
a
even-
zoo animal.
Yeah, no, straight up. And I'm like, "I'm from here, guys."
Wait, like you
I'm
were
not
a
the
baby
weird one.
here?
Yeah. And I'm like, "I'm not the weird one."
I thought we just
You are.
found this land and we were like, let's do whatever the fuck we want. in
No,
this
but
place.
that's actually interesting to me because, I mean, obviously growing up, here and there, I'll meet someone from out of town, out of state,
Yeah.
maybe out of the country.
But that's mostly because you only just knew your family and the people you went to school with.
Yeah.
Who lived in LA, obviously. to go to that
100%.
school.
100%. I'm saying, like, I
Yeah.
mean, that's everyone's reality when you're 5 and 7
Exactly.
and 13.
Yeah.
But like now being told, I mean, obviously, like, not school related. I'm saying you just meet people wherever, and them telling you, "Oh yeah, you're the first like LA native that like I've met." I'm like, "Whoa, like where have you been?"
It's crazy.
Like, "Oh, I've been living in LA for 3 years." I'm like,
Yeah, like.
"And how am I the first time?"
Like those people we met. I've been here for like 2 months.
Oh yeah, they're fresh though. They're fresh. That was cool,
Yeah.
and that was a good night.
Dude, I can't believe I've been here for over a year.
How does that feel? When was the year mark?
It feels like I haven't done anything, but I know I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the COVID pause is responsible for a lot of that, though.
True. Well, I mean, COVID was responsible for my album, though. So,
True.
like, I was able to grind on that. But also, I told myself that I wanted to, go crazy on my 21st birthday in February because I would have, all this exposure and clout, but that's not going to happen. I don't
Oh, you're
think.
saying like you just overshot it? Like you expected a certain level? Is what
Like,
you're saying?
I would like tell people and be like, hopefully by my 21st, like I can afford to fly you out and like turn up with me.
Mm.
But I'm still where I was. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I'm not where I was.
I mean, yeah, things happen like
I've grown tremendously. And also I had a huge conversation with my roommates actually yesterday. We were just talking. they were all just talking to me, and they were just like, dude, like, you know, everybody like just watches you in this house, like your grind, your work ethic, like you just don't stop. And they were like, but the quality you put out is amazing, even though it's so consistent. It's not shitty, you know, stuff that you put out. And it's like, I don't know. They were just saying like, you're so young and you're so ahead of everybody, you know, that wants to do the same stuff as you, but is too afraid to do it at your age. And like, yeah, that's cool and all, but it's like, you know, I'm just focusing on me, and like, I don't like really think about the other people that are doing it, you know, doing the same stuff as me. But they were just saying, you know, I can, you know, it's only a matter of time before labels start hitting your inbox, and, you know, labels start coming at you with these offers, because they're like, you have that sound, and it's just a matter of time. Like literally, like that's just like my roommates just sat me down and like told me this, and I was like, damn. I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, I believe that too. Like, I believe that will happen too. Like, I just need to pace myself and keep my head down and focused.
Yeah. I can definitely say that, which is why it makes it kind of an interesting night for me specifically, because I've seen like intense levels of dedication to the craft between the both of you guys, which is like something I've definitely mentioned to both of you in the past. But kind of like going back to a conversation that I had with Charles before he left to Portland, I was like, yo, man, like this all makes sense. And I was listening to this song by Big Sean. I forgot the name. Anyway.
I know which one you're talking about, though.
He talks about inevitability. And I was really just explaining to Charles, like, yo, like everything that you've done, like from the outside looking in, like it definitely to me seemed like it was just inevitable for at some point for you to do something like an apprenticeship at Nike. So it was just a matter of time. Like, is what I'm getting at. It's just a matter of time. And I definitely see that in you too, for sure. And when I was actually in Wisconsin, when I kind of had like that downtime, that mental downtime, yeah, I met these two girls that I shared your music to at the bar, and I went back to where I was staying, and I was like, damn, wait, like, why'd I just, it was so effortless, but I think it's because I was like, wait, why did I just do that for this fool over here? But I was like, no, yeah, for sure, this makes sense. This dude's like grinding. And I think I don't know, it said something related to that or similar along those lines, where I was like, yo, bro, like, it's just a matter of time. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I think that's definitely goes back to something that I was watching this week. This dude was like, yo, the one piece of advice that I can give any creative, I mean, anyone in general, right? But specifically creatives, is like, just don't give up. It'll be, 2 months, 5 years, 10 years. If you just don't give up and you just put your mind to it, right, and you're actually being true to your work and not half-assing it, then it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna mention, I don't know if I've told you before, but I was on La Brea and I had met people who were from Stowe.
Oh, wow.
And then I asked them, I was like, do you know a rapper named Yacobucci? And they were like, actually, we do. And I'm like,
what?
I was like, how? Like, how do you, what's the relation, And they knew you from either like someone you've featured with or you've collaborated with. And that's how they just like recognized your name.
Wow, that's cool.
It was like may have been from someone else's song or something.
Oh shit, when was this?
So it's like earlier this year.
Wow, that's cool.
I just completely like forgot about it.
Yeah, don't gas him up, dude. Don't gas him up.
Oh shit. I'm out. Hey, why the fuck am I here right now? I need to be on Sway in the morning.
I know, bro. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Big boy.
I'm just kidding. Big boy.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah, man.
Damn. That's
honestly cool. Though, hey, big boy.
Because I'm pretty sure I told you, like, about it.
I think you mentioned it.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I don't. It's kind of faint now.
That's
but
really cool.
Yeah,
That's
tight.
cool. Yeah, dude, like just like when that kid ran up to me, and like when I was back home this last time, I was like, remember I told you about that?
When you were back home the last time?
Yeah.
I don't remember actually.
Oh, well, this kid like ran up to me and was just like, oh my gosh, like I know you, like, oh my gosh, like what's your name? I'm like, Yacobucci. They're like, yes, bro, like I follow you on everything. I listen to your music all the time. He's like, what the fuck are you doing in Ohio? And I'm like, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, bro,
I'm not from here.
I'm like, bro, I'm like from fucking down the street. And he's like, no way. He's like, me too. I'm like, he's like, that's so cool. And I was just like,
wait, so he's from where you're from, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and in the moment, I wasn't even, thinking about what was going on. And then I walked away, and I just was like, damn, I probably thought about it for like a half an hour. I was just like, wow, like it just made my whole like day. Like I was just smiling the whole day.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, man, like he was so happy to see me. Like I brought that joy to his life. Like,
yeah,
I was like, that's
impact.
Yeah.
That's deep.
I was like, damn, like, oh yeah, this is why I make music. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah. How's your experience out here? Been out here in LA compared to back home in terms of girls? Are they pretty girls as they are in back home?
I mean, I guess. I
think there are very pretty girls out here in LA. What do you think, Charles?
Yeah.
I mean, compared to Stowe, Ohio, like there ain't shit. Listen, if you're from Stowe, Ohio, like
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but Tinder's not popping at Stowe.
Whoa.
Let's just be real. Come on.
I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
All right, my girlfriends, you guys are beautiful, but everybody else.
He had to save himself real quick.
Dude, you're trying to get me in trouble.
Not even. No, we're just talking about pretty girls. Pretty girls are everywhere.
Everywhere.
In the world.
Everywhere. No, there are very beautiful women out here.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, shit. I got my first relationship out here. So that tells you something.
That's what's up, man. I think I did too.
It's like,
I think I did too.
Oh,
I got my
yeah.
first relationship out here in LA too. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, wait.
Damn, we all share that. Yeah, my first relationship was out here in LA.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, you're fucking from LA.
Yeah.
Asshole. But I don't even know. Anyways,
Charles, what about Portland, man? Talk to me about Portland. How was the scene out there?
It's cool. It's like it's a place that there's a lot of coffee manufacturers and beer manufacturers, so there's definitely a lot of bars, and like there's a, just like how there's Staples Center, they have a what is it called? It's like they have their own center. It's
yeah, I don't know what it's called.
It's where the Blazers play, but it's called
yeah, I know New York's it's MSG, right? Like Madison Square Garden, but I don't know Portland's. Like I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, but luckily I was like living in downtown Portland, and I just felt grateful just being in like the poppin' spot. There was a lot of, the cool thing about living in a smaller city is that when artists come to visit to perform, the tickets are way cheaper than LA.
Yeah.
So I remember
price in general.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. And I think even with tours, they consider crazy. I think LA is the most expensive tour.
Bro, everybody
tickets.
performs here, and I can't afford one fucking show.
Yeah, and
it's
like
ridiculous.
I basically had front row, mosh pit, ticket prices for like maybe $120 to see Travis Scott.
That's insane.
So dude. I was like literally 10 feet away from
that's unheard
that's like
of.
That's what I paid for at MSG.
Yeah.
And
that's like all the way in the back.
Nosebleeds.
Exactly. Yeah. So
damn.
If you were to go take a trip out just to a random
worth
city,
it because it'd be fun too.
Exactly.
Take a little trip.
Shout out Portland.
Yeah.
Oh.
And people go there. Like a lot of artists will go there.
Yeah.
Because
it's a lit city.
I saw James Blake there too.
James
How was
Blake.
he?
Yeah,
He's amazing. Yeah, I saw.
Was it very like? Was it like a I'm gonna sit here and chill out, drink some wine kind of concert?
No, I mean it's definitely people who would like appreciate music to be
Yeah.
just like dead silent when he has those serious moments.
That's true.
But considering like Travis Scott, it's just random crazy kids. There was people going away in like stretchers and stuff because they were getting hurt in the mosh pits.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
So
I've been to 2 of his concerts and they're amazing.
Damn.
yeah.
I went like early. I went to, what is it, 1? I've been to a few of his performances, but to his concert, I've been to 1.
You see Birds in the Trap or Astro World?
It was
It was the one before that.
days before, right?
It was Days Before Rodeo. You saw
Yeah.
Days Before Rodeo?
Yeah.
They had the cactuses on stage.
think this is
No,
before that.
dude.
This is
It was
back in
before
was
that.
Was it?
This was Young Thug and Travis Scott.
He's Young Thug and Travis Scott.
It was a
When
tour.
but what did he drop then?
Was it
It
Al
could've
Farrell? Al
It was
Farrell?
between Al Farrell and Days Before Rodeo.
Mm.
Yeah.
But he had the Days Before Rodeo
Yeah, I think he did.
songs out.
I mean, he's never stopped being a great performer, so I'm sure
No,
it
yeah.
was amazing.
It was.
That's why it angers me.
I lost my phone.
You lost your phone?
I lost my phone that night. And this is back in like
Damn.
this is
like in the pit.
Should we get in the details of that night, or
it's a
or
long
not?
story. Long story short, I was wilding out and
We were
As you
all
should.
wilding out.
As you should.
but I
all wilding
lost
out.
but I lost my phone and somehow it ended up in a Marine base.
What?
Yes.
Like all the way in San Diego.
So you
And-
know how
and
you can
mind
put
wait, but
find my
how?
iPhone.
How?
You know how you find
Yeah.
my iPhone, right?
Yeah.
So he literally looked it up on the day after, week after.
week after. Because it was like maybe it was dead, right?
Yeah.
Turned on a week later. It was in a Marine base in San Diego. And
Jeez.
we're in LA. So that's like 3 hours, 3-hour drive. The show that we were at though was like closer to LA than San Diego. So we were wondering what why. And I actually called the Marine base and looked at the lost and found and everything, and I still couldn't. They didn't know what I was talking about. So
someone stole your phone.
It's interesting because I feel
Yeah.
like what I told Charles was, I mean, they did steal your phone, but it's someone on a Marine base. So it's like, did they steal the phone or did they rescue the phone?
All right,
what I
bro.
assume it could have been a security guard. So they could have been
Maybe,
working.
yeah.
They could have been working that event,
Mm.
and they just had it, and they just took it. Like there was no way else to give it to me. So
Because they had no idea who you were.
yeah, exactly. So I
That's-
basically considered it a loss.
They just get on the. Travis is like, has anyone lost a cell
Yeah.
phone?
I considered it a loss just because I called the Marine base. I called different numbers at the Marine base, and
Yeah.
nothing was gonna happen. And
Yeah.
obviously, it's like, how am I gonna get into a Marine base?
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
I'd just rather consider it just gone. So
Damn, but that's terrible because it's
Yeah.
like, how did it? I don't understand. Like, someone definitely stole it because if someone just turned it in, they would have found it.
the funnier part is a week later,
Yeah.
I ended up getting hit on by a girl, and I was working at a.
Wait. The way you just said that, you're like, I actually got hit on. by a girl.
No. But what I mean by that, it was no. It was
That's
like
what he means.
She literally just walked up and was like, "Hey, you want to hang out sometime?" And I'm like,
Just like that.
"Yeah, no." It was just like this seems too smooth,
Oh shit. Okay.
And I didn't have. She wanted my number, but I didn't
Yeah.
have my phone. So I it's as if I was lying to her,
Yeah.
But I gave her. We ended up talking through email.
Oh my.
And,
Yo, sis. Let
But
me
did
get
it
your-
work, though?
let me
But did
get
it
your-
work?
It worked
though.
out. Yeah, it worked out. But
For real?
yeah, we still know each other to
Still
this
talk?
day. Yeah, we're just
That's
friends. But
That's
it's funny.
Dang.
Anyways,
Shout out Travis Scott, man. He
Shout
really
out,
be
Listen, Travis is.
Yeah,
he really be bringing the best out of us.
he has he's definitely like milking the product industry right now.
Dude, he just did.
The PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Stuff.
Yo, I have not seen
He
that.
just got done doing McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
and then before that was Nike. Was with Jordan.
Yeah.
Didn't he
Bro,
have
he's
something-
still doing Nike.
Wait, didn't he have
He
something
did
with
Nike and PlayStation
with
the shoe.
No, yeah, with the what's that video game that everyone played? He
Fortnite.
had
Yeah, he had the
and For-
Fortnite
and
live
Fortnite,
concert.
Yeah, dude, bro, this man
That's
is
what I'm saying, yeah.
dude.
Marketing genius.
Yeah, I mean,
but the cool thing is that he's also making merch on his website
Yeah.
that's like in terms
Linked
of
to it.
licensing. It's like its own original designs.
Yeah.
So he's profiting off of like the aesthetic of his collaborations, but it's his merch.
But they're only one-time drops, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it could be like, but it's all
But it's all Cactus Jack or it's all Travis Scott?
it's Cactus Jack, but it's it's like it can either be a collab with whatever they're doing, and then also he'll create pieces that are just licensed, either not licensed but could look like the aesthetic of what they're doing, and he technically owns that whole piece.
Damn.
So he's making money off of just the generalized like collaboration.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is that it's all pre-order, so there's no limit on how many people can buy that amount of units.
Yeah.
So there's no like cap on it being sold out. You get me?
I don't know the exact answer to this. I don't know if you do, Yacobucci, but like I wonder what the intention is behind him using the entity of Cactus Jack versus himself. You know what I mean?
I mean, because he's just representing like a brand. You know what I mean?
I guess in terms of
he's not representing himself. He's representing a brand.
the brand. But
It's
like,
for
do you
legal
think
reasons too?
legal?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
So
I'm thinking
sure.
like this man is making way more money.
He doesn't.
That's
That's the thing. He doesn't need that. He's not. I don't think he's doing it for the money.
No. But I'm saying
You know what
the
I mean?
fact that he uses Cactus, like, so you're saying his name, his
Like Cactus Jack. Like he wants Cactus Jack to be a legacy.
okay,
You know what I mean?
Got it.
So
Got
as
it.
an so
Got
to explain it in a simple way of like say fashion. So Virgil Abloh he collaborates with companies under Virgil Abloh as a designer, right?
Yeah.
But legally he's a creative director for Louis Vuitton, and so he does the apparel side, the menswear side of Louis Vuitton. That's a bonded contract between basically his 9 to 5. When you are a designer, you're not legally able to design for anyone else generally. Like
Yeah.
that's the majority of the time when you do creative contracts, you can't design for competitors
Okay.
while with that
Makes
brand.
sense.
So his 9 to 5 is a director at Louis Vuitton, doing Louis Vuitton stuff,
Okay.
menswear, right?
Mhm.
So he can do whatever he wants there, but then when it comes to the actual name Virgil Abloh, it's its own company, and he's able to have other people under him design and work under that company and then sell it as Virgil Abloh
Mhm.
as a collaboration. And then on top of that, he has Off-White, which is an Italian-owned company that he just has a percentage off of.
Wait, he was like he helped design that or what?
Off-White was originally his own brand. Like that was 100%
Really?
his. And then it ended up getting bought by an Italian house.
Dang.
So it's technically an Italian brand.
Yeah.
And
is it
which
still
is
under his name partially or no?
he owns he owns like a cut of it for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just in terms of the design aspect, there's other designers that design for Off-White. But he can still kind of curate the vibes of like the mood boards and everything like that. Everything, is under the table though. It's just he has many people under him
Yeah.
that he basically is he pays them obviously to have the rights to be like, yeah, I designed this, although someone else did it, because he became a brand in himself.
Right.
And then also with Off-White, if you think about it, like he's done, like Louis Vuitton shoes, but yet there's Off-White Nike collabs still. But that's
Yeah.
because that's Off-White and that's not Virgil.
Okay, got
You
it.
get me?
Yeah.
So when it comes to Travis Scott, he's diversifying his collaborations and like money by obviously like the association of Travis and Cactus Jack is like the same people, but it's technically his record label that he created. And so it's like OVO with Drake.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
Cactus Jack can be doing a McDonald's collab while Travis Scott is doing a Nike collab.
Mm-hmm.
And that's completely legal.
For sure.
Because
Yeah,
they're doing two promotions at once.
Exactly. So he can Travis Scott can be doing Nike clothing
Yeah.
while there's McDonald's Cactus Jack merch.
Dang.
But it's because
they're
it's
cutting
completely different
They're
things.
cutting two checks at the same time.
That's what bro. So Yacobucci, have you ever
Damn.
like long-term vision? Do you ever see yourself like your own record label, your own artists? Like, do you see yourself in that position, or do you feel like you would you own the creative side fully, and that's what you want to do for?
I think of Yacobucci as a brand as Cactus Jack. You know what I mean? Like, I want to, I mean, like this logo that I'm wearing, I mean, it, means everything to me, and I want it to mean something to, future generations. So in order to do that, I've always wanted to just turn that into something bigger. Like, I don't know. I don't really know. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, that's why the music, is obviously my first priority, but eventually I would love to partner with, big clothing brands and get my logo out there as much as I possibly can.
Yeah. I mean, like there are definitely artists out there who have ventured out to having, whether that's creating their own label or helping out other artists, and everyone knows they're attached to that person.
Yeah.
But there's other artists who have made great success without attaching themselves or their entity to another artist.
That's also true. I mean,
like Schoolboy Q, he has no artist, but the guy's doing great. The guy's doing great. He's under TDE, obviously. But
I want to put my foot into different doors. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah. Like QC has Lil Baby. Lil Baby has his own artist now. I mean, he's had his own artist. But like that's the venture the direction he's going in. But not every artist has to do that.
The crazy part about that though is it's a tree of percentages that everyone gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That's the thing I give a shit about, but I don't at the same time. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Everybody always asks me, they're like, what do you make off your music? Like, yo, let me see your breakdown from your distributor. Like, let me see.
People ask you that? You said always ask you that. Like,
no, like
there's a lot of people that ask you that?
Yes, bro. I literally will go home a bunch of times and will show people the same fucking page. I don't know why people are very curious about the money. Like, I will show a lot. I've showed a lot of people my distributor breakdown, and every time I always end that conversation with like, listen, like, this is cool, but I don't like do this for the money. Like, like if I did it for the money, I'd be in college right now. I'd be doing something that, was given. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'd be doing something that was certain.
For sure.
This is not certain what I'm doing, but like bringing it back to that kid that came up to me, that's the reason I do it.
I feel 100%. I completely agree with what the perspective you're coming from. I also feel though that there's a way to be smart with the income that's currently coming in.
Yeah.
And shout out Stash, shout out Acorns, shout out Cash App, shout out
Robinhood,
shout out Robinhood, shout out all those apps that make all of that, bro, super simplified. Because I think so. Like, I definitely was a long time ago. I mentioned to you like you want to start thinking about that, and to my surprise, you had your own thing already going on. So I think there's like, I 100% agree with you when you say like you're doing it for the art. I think the product that comes from the art, definitely you should be maneuvering it in a smart way, because like it'll help you in the future when you do have when these options come. Like with Charles, like he had a certain move to make. He had a certain amount stacked up to propel him even further being in Portland. So when you have certain opportunities come to you in the future, you're going to need a certain amount to make it happen or not. You know what I mean? Like you either have it or you don't.
Yeah, money is just a tool. Just get things moving.
100%.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah.
But
you got to use it. You got to keep it revolving.
It's not what I'm chasing.
But he's doing something, like even myself, it's like you're doing something that you can do for your whole life and you don't need any money out of it. Like you technically can, you're doing something that you're with the intention of not getting paid.
Right.
And you enjoy it.
It's kind of like, it's similar to, what you told me that I told you, like, I would never forget. It's like you were sitting with me in the studio and you were like, dude, don't think about when you'll make it because you made it.
Facts.
Like, your full-time job is music. Like, you made it. There's nothing else to do. Just keep doing it.
Yep.
Go home.
That's exactly what I meant to say.
You did. You made it. Go
Bro,
home.
you're here. Go the fuck to Ohio.
No, man. No, I mean, just to, I mean, not to make this too so serious and so deep, but no, I mean, that's actually, I'm glad I did say that because I would be telling you that now,
Right.
A lot of people kind of get lost in the sauce in terms of futuristic
Right.
visualization, which is nothing wrong with that. But I think it's a level of realization of knowing where you're currently at, and the fact that you're doing what you love now is just what most people are not doing.
Yeah, they're not able to execute it. Like there's a saying where it's like you can spit in one hand and then put all your hopes and wishes in one, and you'll have more spit at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's
like
cool.
That's fucking deep.
You got to make something happen.
Mind-blowing.
Yo, it was weird though. Like when my friend, or sorry, not my friend, my brother, when he told me this one day, my brother is my friend, but you know what I mean. Anyways, he told me, he was like, dude, I like, everyone always asks me like how you're doing in LA and stuff, and I'm just like, man, I could never ever do that. Like I could never just go to Brooklyn by myself and chase something that's not given. Like I could never move to LA by myself and just chase something that's not given. And I'm just like, for me, it's just like, but it's always been there. Like I see it, you just don't right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the punchline of the joke. You just don't know how to set it up.
Yeah, like I can see it.
Yeah,
but I know that you can't.
And that's what makes people think you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you already know the inevitable will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what. Yeah, for sure. It's just like at a certain moment you just can't regard anyone's thoughts because it's just you at the end.
Yeah.
On the road to success.
For real.
With that being said, what do you guys want to leave off with the people? What do you guys got going on? What's Yacobucci got looking forward to? Whatever you can share, obviously.
Shoot. Hold on one second. I just wanna leave the people with this. So I'm gonna get serious. If you want to get something in life and no one believes in you, but you're the only person that can imagine it, you're the only person that can see it, don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do it, because you will always be, the operator behind the machine. You're always going to be that person that's turning the belt. You're always going to be that person that's, turning the wheels, making it happen. So who the fuck cares what everyone else thinks? Because you're the only person that can see the reality of what you want to achieve. And if you can see it, then you can dream it. And if you can dream it, then you can believe it. And if you believe it, then you can see it come to life. So do it.
Bars.
Charles,
what do you got going on?
What I got going on right now, I mean, I've been working on a design studio that can help myself but also other people. So my doors are always open to my circle of who either needs my help or just connecting the dots with what their thoughts are.
Shout out Green Studio.
Shout out Green Studios. And I mean, honestly, it was a decision I've wanted to like financially save up for nearly a year now. And I think this is prior to COVID happening, but the fact that COVID happened really put me in a mind state of what's really important. What's really important. And so,
yeah, we're gonna call that one out. Yeah.
You really.
It's all good though. It's all
What's
good.
really important. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's really important. So, just developing kind of a layout of what you can do and what's achievable, and anything you want to consider yourself or be known as, you have to do little by little each day to be recognized as that, and put yourself in that lifestyle. So if you're a photographer, you have to take a photo every day, and it could be whatever. It could be bad. It can be a selfie, but over time, people around you will know that you're a photographer, and you're just speaking that into reality. Yeah, and your circle is the people who are going to be around you for the rest of your life. So it's really about developing a structure around you, and those people can help you out in the future. It's not really about finding, this celebrity or whoever will attach you to this name or cosign. It's about finding the people who understand your mindset and where your vision is. Yeah.
Facts. I don't think I want to make it any deeper because you guys just set a super deep tone. But I was actually just asking what you guys were gonna have for lunch tomorrow. But damn, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I fuck with the message. But no, to that to that note, no, I mean I agree. I feel like a lot of people who are looking for that lottery ticket in terms of that connection, that job, that whatever. And it's just a matter of putting yourself in that position to be successful in whatever in that realm of whatever you want to do.
Make it happen.
Yeah, you gotta do it, and you gotta make it happen. But yeah, shout out Yacobucci, shout out Charles Green. Thanks for coming through to the podcast. Damn, how long have we been running through?
You can find me at _ Charles Green on IG.
You can find me at Yacobucci1 on IG. That's YACOBUCCI. Oh, 1. Also, go listen to my new song. It's called Close to You. It's about my heart being broken. So go run that up.
www.
I have no idea what that feels like.
.store.
Oh, run that store up. Run that song up.
charlesgreen.store.
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 Yacobuccimusic.com.
Charles Green.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you made it this far, comment the time the count time that it has right now. Comment that in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have something that you have wondering about the design world or the music world, make sure to hit these guys up, or you can leave the comment in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure to get that to them expeditiously. Good night, guys.